In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through how to do a single arm kettlebell row in a standing position. So firstly, if you are doing this in exactly the same way that I am, make sure that you start off with your weaker side first if you have one. So for example, don't start with your dominant side, do 15 great repetitions, go to do the same on your weaker side and realize you can only do 7 or 8. Make sure you start off with the weaker side first, your non-dominant arm, and then go to your dominant arm. You'll also have more energy for that weaker side as well by doing it first. So I'm going to pick up this kettlebell with a nice straight back, so squatting down, picking up the kettlebell, and I'm going to place it in my left hand first for the camera. So because I've got this in my left hand, the opposite side, so my right leg, is going to come forwards, my left leg comes back. Notice here how there's not really any angle to row. I've got to create that angle by hinging from my hip. So I'm not bringing my back down like this and arching the back. I'm coming forwards through the hip, creating an angle in which I've got the kettlebell in line with my knee. You could pop your opposing hand on the outside of your thigh for balance if you need to. You could always have your hand against something as well. And from this, watch how I'm rowing up. So not only do I come up, I come up and back at the same time. My elbow stays locked into my side and I come back to my start position at all times with that kettlebell in line with the knee. From here, I'm going to repeat for my desired amount of repetitions, trying to squeeze at the top of the motion as well as a lower down under control. And you can do exactly the same thing on the other side. So right hand's in contact with the kettlebell now, which means left foot forwards, both feet pointing forwards. From here, I've got to create the angle. So I'm going to hinge from the hip, kettlebell in line with knee, hand on the outside of the thigh if needed. And then from here, rowing up, big squeeze, slowly back down, big squeeze, slowly back down, and match up your repetitions on both sides. You'd repeat that for your desired amount of sets, and that's how to do a single arm kettlebell row.